Roosevelt, Greene, and Normandy tonight on Academic Challenge.
Academic Challenge is brought to you by Westfield Insurance. And now, here's the host of Academic Challenge, Jason Nicholas.
Hey there, good evening. I'm Jason Nicholas, and welcome to Academic Challenge. The challenge is simple. Tonight, these three teams will compete for points by answering questions covering math, science, history, and other topics. First, though, let's take a look at our team standings, because at the end of the season, the top three scoring teams will return for our championship showdown. But you know, these points are very important for another reason. Westfield Insurance will grant $20,000 to the top 10 schools that compete this season on Academic Challenge. So let's get started our opening match. It is the lightning round. In this round, all three teams compete. We award 10 points for a correct answer. We'll subtract 10 points for an incorrect or no answer. We start each team tonight with 100 points. Here we go. Because you're all teenagers, you should enjoy these questions. All of these answers are numbers in the teens. Numbers in the teens. Here we go. 1972 was the first year that U.S. citizens could vote at this age in federal elections. Normandy.
18.
Is right. This is the square root of 225. Greene.
15.
Yes. On the pH scale, this is the most alkaline value. Normandy.
14.
14 is right. There are this many inches in 1.5 feet. Greene.
18.
18 is right. Well done. There are this many syllables in a Japanese haiku. Greene.
17.
17 is right. It was this number constitutional amendment that abolished slavery. Normandy.
13th.
13th, correct. Abraham Lincoln. Greene.
16.
Was this number president? 16th is right. This is the equivalent of the Roman numeral XV. Greene.
15.
15 is right. There are this number of pints in 2 gallons. Greene.
16.
16 is right. For our final lightning round question, let's go over to Christy Sabaka from the American Red Cross.
The American Red Cross provides much of the blood needed by our nation's hospitals. And we encourage high school students to donate blood once they have reached what age? The first prime number after 13.
Roosevelt.
16.
No, 17 is the answer. Well done, though. A very strong round for all three teams. We'll meet these teams as AC returns.
Just like anything can happen in the game you're about to watch, anything can happen in life. That's why there's Westfield Insurance.
Our employees and agency partners are here for you when the unexpected happens. Help put the pieces back together and give you peace of mind.
In addition to high school quiz shows, we support programs like teen driver safety and community involvement.
The bottom line is that we value what you value.
So thanks for tuning in. Now let's watch these sharp young minds compete in what's sure to be an exciting match.
Tonight's judge from Cuyahoga Community College is Richard Montgomery, Social Sciences Division Associate Dean. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Now it is time for our Mix It Up round here. The questions are worth 20 points. There is no penalty for an incorrect answer. If a team answers all 6 questions correctly, they'll receive those very important 25 bonus points. First, let's take some time, learn about team number 1 from Roosevelt. Roosevelt High School, located in Portage County, is widely respected for its established traditions of academic excellence and co-curricular activities. Roosevelt is a comprehensive public school, part of a 6-district career education compact. Over 1,200 students can choose from more than 200 courses, including 13 AP, 25 vocational education programs as well. Elective courses offered include Arabic language, lifeguard training, American history and culture, multiple writing and journalism courses, and the visual and performing arts. The captain of Roosevelt is Inola. Inola, you're in the National Honor Society. Tell us more.
I am also a former member of the Expedition Academy. I'm in the French Club, and I read the morning announcements.
Fantastic. Over to Will. Will, you're on the swim team. Tell everyone at home more about Will.
I'm also in Exped. I'm on the golf team and also play lacrosse.
Awesome. Over to Aaron. Aaron, you're in the boosters.
Yep. I'm also a senior, and I'm in NHS.
All right, wonderful. Here we go. Roosevelt, these questions just for you. You can cool off hot chili by finding within this phrase what metric unit of liquid measure that is slightly larger than a quart.
Liter.
Liter's right. A person who has squandered a fortune has done which of these?
Wasted it.
That is right. Instead of worrying about fog, rearrange the letters here to name what place where George Washington and the Continental Army endured a long, cold winter.
Valley Forge.
Valley Forge is right. Keep the rhythm going here by placing what letter in the blank to correctly spell the word rhythm?
Y.
Y is right. Here are 3 important documents in our history. Arrange them chronologically, starting with the earliest.
Bill of Rights, Monroe Doctrine, Emancipation Proclamation.
Right, 25 bonus points possible here, Roosevelt. This less than reassuring observation was made by what Austrian doctor who founded the science of psychoanalysis?
Freud.
25 bonus points for Roosevelt. Well done there. All right, Team 2 tonight is Green. Located in southern Summit County, Green offers a college prep program and has been consistently rated as excellent by the state and recognized as one of America's top high schools by U.S. News and World Report. Offered to its 1,300 students are dual enrollment, distance learning, and post-secondary options, along with a variety of AP and honors classes. Musical theater, mock trial, jazz band, swimming, bowling, and lacrosse are just a few of the extracurriculars available. Jeremy is the captain of Green. Jeremy, you're a National Merit finalist. Tell us more about Jeremy.
I am. I'm also the president of the band and the founder of the Jason Nicholas Fan Club.
Awesome.
I would like to thank our beautiful coach, Mrs. Elaine Miller.
You're very well paid for that, too. I appreciate it. Adam, checks in the mail, by the way. Adam, you play the piano. Tell us more.
Yes, I'm also in the band, and I'd like to thank our alternates, Xander, Will, and Sean.
All right, great. Over to Ethan. Ethan, you're a stage manager. Tell us more.
Yes, I'm also in NHS, and I play trombone for the band, and I'd like to thank the reliable Westfield Insurance.
Absolutely. So would we. Green, these questions, gentlemen, just for you. Hidden in this phrase is the name of what type of counter used by scientists to detect atomic radiation?
Geiger.
Geiger is right. Someone who is very lazy can be best described by which of these?
Indolent.
That is right. Rearrange the letters in this anagram. You'll name what mosquito-borne disease that we are able to control because of the work of Dr. Walter Reed.
Yellow fever.
That is right. Place in the blank what vowel that will correctly spell the word casualty?
A.
A is right. All of these events took place in December, but in different years. Arrange them chronologically.
John Brown hanged, first airplane flight, Rosa Parks arrested.
That is right. 25 bonus points here possible, gentlemen. This was one description of what Confederate general, whose first names James Ewell Brown, formed his nickname Jeb. Guys have a guess on this one?
Smith.
Stewart is the right answer there. Well done, Green. Only missed that final one. Finally tonight, Normandy opened in 1968. Normandy, with over 1,400 students, is a comprehensive high school with a strong college prep program. Students and faculty have won many awards, including the notoriety associated with outstanding academic achievements and instructional practices. Students are offered a wide variety of activities, including NHS, Science Olympiad, Spanish Club, and Computer Club. The captain of Normandy is Timothy. Timothy plays the violin. Timothy, tell everyone at home more about you.
I'm also involved in Key Club and Science Olympiad, and I would like to take this time to thank our alternates, Joey, Paul, and Stacy, as well as the rest of our team.
Okay, very good. Over to Scott. Scott, you're in NHS. Tell us more.
I'm also in Spanish Club and would like to thank our advisors, Mr. Verley and Mrs. Turner.
Very good. Over to Ahmed. Ahmed, you're in the Science Olympiad. Tell us more about yourself.
I am also a chapter president in the Business Professional Association, and I'd like to thank our principal, Ms. Vanek, for showing up today.
All right, very good. Scott, Timothy, Ahmed, Normandy, these questions only for you. Generosity should be rewarded. To see if you can find here what word that names the band of tissues that connects a muscle to a bone.
Tendon.
Tendon is right. The effects of a strong acid can be best described by which of these?
Corrosive.
Corrosive, yes. You can rearrange the letters here in this anagram to name what ancient Greek temple located on the Acropolis in Athens?
Parthenon.
Yes, you can earn a healthy 20 points if you correctly spell the word nutritious by filling in the blank with what letter?
I.
I is right. These Americans have little in common except that they were all born in January. Arrange them chronologically, please. Need an answer here, guys.
Ross, Webster, Aldrin.
You got it. 25 bonus points possible here in Normandy. This description of tobacco doesn't come from doctors, but from a report written by settlers of what Virginia colony founded 1607?
Jamestown.
25 bonus points for Normandy. Good job, gentlemen. 2 out of 3, not bad. We'll be back. More Q&A. Academic Challenge returns after this.
I'm Steve Fisher of the Fidelity Group, a Westfield partner, bringing you the Sharing Knowledge Building Trust Question of the Week. True or false? Students enrolled full-time and under the age of 24 are considered insured under their parents' homeowner's policy.
For the answer and a chance to win a Kindle, visit westfieldinsurance.com/academic challenge.
Welcome back to AC. Thanks for watching us tonight. Before we begin our next round, let's recap so far tonight. In third place, 235 points, Roosevelt. Second place, 260, Green. So far in the lead tonight, still very early. 275 is Normandy. Now it is time for the picture-perfect round. Each correct answer here is worth 10 points, but a wrong or no answer will cost 10 points. All three teams are playing here, so hands on your buzzers. Eyes on the monitor. Here we go. Its red bands must have reminded its discoverer of military insignia, because this butterfly is named for what highest naval rank, Normandy?
Monarch.
The Red Admiral butterfly. Almost 50% of all the gold ever mined on Earth came from what nation where Nelson Mandela became president, Green?
South Africa.
That is right. This Matisse work depicts what mythical son of Daedalus, who fell to the earth when his wings melted, Green?
Icarus.
That is right. Which is the smallest of these three numbers? Normandy.
0.3 to the negative second.
No, it's 0.3 squared, the first one there. Here you see the three Graces, the mythical sisters who personified beauty and charm as the daughters of what chief classical god? Green?
Zeus.
Zeus or Jupiter. Choice here. Isopropyl alcohol has which of these household names? Wood alcohol, rubbing alcohol, or grain alcohol, Green?
Rubbing alcohol.
Rubbing alcohol is right. Kangaroos are members of what order of pouch, Green?
Marsupials.
Pouch mammals that also include wombats and bandicoots. Marsupials, yes. This Cleveland Magazine issue profiles top doctors in Cleveland. Doctors are guided by an ethical code of conduct attributed to what Greek physician, Green?
Hippocrates.
Known as the father of medicine. Hippocrates is right, Green. Well done in that round there. That is the end of the round. Back more academic challenge right after this. Let's welcome our team advisors tonight. From Green, Elaine Miller. From Normandy, Tom Burley and Donna Turner. And from Roosevelt, Craig Foreman. Time to get back underway now. Hot picks. One at a time, I'll ask each team 8 questions. The correct responses were 20 points with no penalty for a wrong answer. So guess away. Any team going 8 for 8 will get those very important 25 bonus points. First up, team number 1, Roosevelt. We go over to Jeremy from Green. Jeremy, 1, 2, 3, or 4?
4.
Envelope number 4 for Roosevelt. Again, these questions just for you. Let's start. Horticulturalists enjoy Arbor Day, but members of the AFL-CIO take more delight in what national holiday that falls in early September?
Labor Day.
Labor Day is right. The only woman featured in 2 murals in the rotunda of the U.S. Capitol is what Native American woman who allegedly saved the life of John Smith?
Pocahontas.
That is right. Deep under a hot spring in Idaho, researchers have found a possible model for extraterrestrial life in a microbe that eats what lightest gas?
Helium.
Hydrogen. To the monitor for your science question. A solution of sulfuric acid would have a pH of which of these?
Less than 7.
Less than 7 is right. As a member of President Zachary Taylor's staff, you would have studied the historic compromise of what year that admitted California to the Union?
1848.
1850. You wouldn't want to get your annual physical from the fictional doctor who used human body parts to create a monster in what horror novel by Mary Shelley?
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein is right. To the monitor your math question. Evaluate for X. X equals?
The square root of 6.
X equals 36. Once majority leader of the Senate, what man later became our 36th president in office during much of the Vietnam War? Do you know? 36th Vietnam War. Have a guess here?
Kennedy.
Lyndon Johnson. Close, though. Roosevelt, well done. A tough draw there via envelope number 4. We go over to Green now. Let me go back over to our buddy Timothy. Timothy from Normandy. What'll it be? 1, 2, or 3?
1.
Envelope number 1 for the orange-tied gentleman from Green. Here we go. An area larger than 9 football fields underlies what ancient Egyptian structure built as a tomb for the pharaoh Cheops?
The Great Pyramid.
That is right. Although the biblical Job rarely had a moment's peace, he named his daughter Jemima, the Hebrew word for what bird of peace that carries an olive branch?
A dove.
Dove is right. Both the American colonists and the British rejected a 1754 Plan of Unity named for what present-day capital of New York State?
Albany.
That's right. To the model of your science question, according to the laws of diffusion, substances always move toward the region where the concentration is lowest, equal, or variable.
Lowest.
Lowest, you got it. Historian R.P. Lister wrote extensively about what cruel but brilliant Mongol ruler who conquered northern China before his death in 1227.
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan is right. Dr. Seuss placed his cat in a hat, but where do you find the cat in the title of a play by Tennessee Williams?
A hot tin roof.
That is correct. To the model to your math question, given that this triangle you see here is isosceles, what is angle X?
140.
140 is right. 25 bonus points possible here, Green. One of the most famous books about our country, Democracy in America, was written not by an American, but by what 19th century Frenchman?
Alexis de Tocqueville.
25 bonus points for Green. Gentlemen, well done. Rounding out our hot picks tonight is Normandy. We go back over to Roosevelt. What'll it be, 3 or 2?
3.
3. Envelope number 3 for the gentleman from Normandy. Here we go. The last land battle of the Civil War took place a month after Appomattox near what river separating Texas and Mexico?
Rio Grande.
The Rio Grande is right. New Jersey borders the Atlantic Ocean, but the original Jersey is an island in what body of water separating Britain and France?
English Channel.
That is right. There's a statue of Martin Luther King among those of the martyrs in what London Abbey where British monarchs are traditionally crowned?
Westminster.
You got it. To the monitor your science question, which of these is a solution?
Laundry starch and water.
No, a cup of sweetened tea. Hoping to attract crowds, the ancient amphitheater of Pergamon was dedicated to what classical god of wine?
Dionysus.
That is right. A poem called The Irish Colonel was written by what Englishman, better known for his detective stories about Sherlock Holmes?
Arthur Conan Doyle.
That is right. To the motto of your math question, simplify this expression here. Lowest terms, please.
10xc.
That is correct. The Portuguese were the first European settlers in Brazil and also in what African country where Nairobi is the capital?
Kenya.
Kenya is right. Well done, Normandy. Moving into second place there. Okay, the round is over, but the grab bag round is up next. Anything can happen. Stay close.
For complete information about everything academic, visit us online at newsnet5.com/academic-challenge.
Great crowd tonight, East 30th and Euclid. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Before we continue, let's recap our scores so far tonight. 315, third place, Roosevelt. Second place, 395, Normandy. And in the lead tonight, 505. We have Green. Now it is time for the grab bag round. This is a free-for-all. Each correct answer is worth 20 points. Team will lose 20 points for a wrong or no answer. Also some visual questions here. Those are plus or minus 30. Again, this is for all three teams. So hands on your buzzers. Our grab bag round begins now. Last summer, New Orleans marked 10 years since it had been devastated by what deadly hurricane, Green?
Katrina.
Is right. Underground explorers have recently added another 10 miles to the measured length of what Kentucky cave? Green.
Mammoth Caverns.
That is right. When Noah Webster compiled his American Dictionary, he removed what letter from the British words color and honor? Green.
U.
U is right. To the monitor, this 1949 headline describes the Chinese nationalists' move to Formosa, an island better known today by what T initialed name, Green?
Taiwan.
Taiwan, yes. A Greek phrase meaning know thyself was carved in stone at the sacred site of what Greek oracle visited by those seeking to learn the future? Green.
Delphi.
That is right. If the logarithm of x is 6, what is the logarithm of the square root of 6? Roosevelt.
36.
3. Francis Bellamy is the little-known author of what well-known patriotic statement ending with the words liberty and justice for all? Green.
The Pledge of Allegiance.
That is right. To the monitor, this sweet proverb comes from what Middle Eastern country? Capital is Riyadh. Green.
Saudi Arabia.
That is right. Reburied at Arlington National Cemetery in 1988 was what African-American who had reached the North Pole along with Robert Peary? Robert Peary and Matthew Henson. Choice. You can have a good laugh here if you know that laughing gas is the popular name for Roosevelt.
Nitrous oxide.
That is right. The U.S. Marine Corps monument depicts a flag raising on Mount Suribachi. Green.
Iwo Jima.
The summit of what Pacific island with a two-word name? Iwo Jima is correct. So the monitor, this photograph shows Jupiter orbited by which of its moons with a two-letter name? Green.
Io.
Io, yes. It's appropriate that the letters USA are found at the end of a name of what American composer who wrote the Stars and Stripes Forever? Normandy?
John Philip Sousa.
That is right. The book Flower Fables wasn't written by Aesop, but what 19th century American woman who also wrote Little Women? Roosevelt.
Alcott.
Alcott is right. In the year 238, the Roman Senate appointed 2 emperors, one for civic affairs and the other to command what 6,000 man divisions of the Roman army? Green?
The legions.
Yes, the first census conducted under the federal government set up by the U.S. Constitution took place in what year? Green.
1790.
Well done. In Kansas, there is a Hall of Fame for what specific breed of large dog which runs at racetracks and names a bus company? Green.
Greyhound.
Yes, visitors to the Andy Warhol Museum always want to see his paintings of what? Wildly popular blonde movie star who died in 1962, Roosevelt.
Marilyn Monroe.
That is right. George Washington never got to live in the White House, but he did start his political career in what house of Virginia colonial legislature? Green.
House of Burgesses.
That is right. The Rose of Martinique is a biography of what woman who left the island of Martinique and became the first wife of Napoleon? Josephine. The multicolored flag of Zimbabwe has how many horizontal stripes? 6 fewer than on the U.S. flag. Normandy.
7.
7 is right. A biographical dictionary of journalists had what one-word title that can identify both a hot news story and a cold sphere of ice cream? Normandy.
Scoop.
Scoop is right. If you held all the dark green cards in Monopoly, you'd own what street? I can't finish the question. The buzzer means the game is over. Let's take a look at our final standings tonight. In third place, 355 points, Roosevelt. In second place, 455, impressive, Normandy. But our winner tonight, and jumping into number 1 on our leaderboard, number 1, 795, Green. Congratulations, Green. Hey, join us next week. We'll feature teams from Jackson, Lakewood, and Strongsville. I'm Jason Nicholas. We'll see you next week for another edition of Academic Challenge. Good night, everybody.
Academic Challenge has been brought to you by Westfield Insurance.